Hey everyone, welcome back to Yoga with Brittany. My name is Brittany and today we're doing a mood booster flow. So I will not be demoing with any props. However, if you know that you're tighter in the back body, go ahead and grab some blocks. They may be used throughout this practice. Other than that, I'll meet you right here in a seated position on your mat when you are ready. So if you're here looking for a mood booster flow, typically that means that we're kind of in a cranky or a down mood, which means that physically we are kind of closing in, so rounding the shoulders, dropping the chin, versus whenever you're feeling really confident and happy, you are uplifted, your chin is held high. So what we're going to do is kind of work on opening the front line of the body, just get some blood flowing, creativity flowing, and just get in a overall better mood and a better state. So go ahead and take your hands onto your knees, palms face down, close down the eyes, and then just kind of find a center, whether you rock back and forth or side to side. Just notice what feels like centered to you. Closing down the eyes just helps us to tune in and focus on what's going on in our body. And right off the bat, I want you to take your left hand to your heart, right hand to your belly. We're just going to do 3 rounds of breath to get started. So breathing in, I want you to feel your chest rise, your ribs expand, and the belly lift. And then just open mouth, sigh it out. Let's do that again. Inhale, feel the chest lift, the ribs expand, the belly lifts. Open mouth. Let it go. Let it be audible if that feels better for you today. One more time. Breathe in, fill all the way up. And get all the way empty. Usually right off the bat, that really sets the tone for just feeling better. Cleansing out all that negative energy and starting new. So we're going to take your left fingertips out to the left side. Right fingertips are going to go over the head and gently rest on the left temple. And then very gently put some pressure on the temple as you draw the right ear towards the right shoulder. Right away, you should feel this stretch in the left side of the neck. But if you want to deepen the stretch, walk those left fingertips out just a tad. Breathe into that space. And then play around with dropping and lifting the chin. And just notice how that changes the stretch for you. Good work. We'll take it to the other side. Right fingertips will come out to the right. Left fingertips go up and over to your right temple. Draw the left ear closer to the left shoulder and feel that stretch. Walk the fingertips out if you have the space. And then play around with dropping the chin and lifting the chin. Releasing some of the tension that we hold in the neck. Return to center. Both hands will come down to your sides. Good. Start rolling through the shoulders. Bringing them up to your ears, down the back. And you'll feel the chest kind of open as you bring them down the back. So up the shoulders, or up to the ears, down the back. One more this direction. Go with your breath, and then reverse. Up to the ears, and then round forward. So if you're tight in the back, this one will probably feel a little bit better. Up to the ears, round forward. One more. Up to the ears, and round forward. Good. Right fingertips one more time will come out to the right. Left fingertips go up and over, this time for a side body stretch. We don't have to get too deep into this, just let it feel good. Breathe in. Maybe take your gaze up to the ceiling. And switch it out. Left fingertips come down, right fingertips stretch up and over. Pull that right shoulder back just a tad, look up. And then we will meet in a tabletop position. So right away, making sure all of our joints are aligned, knees under hips. I'm going to start with my toes tucked today, wrists under elbows under shoulders, and then turn the inner elbows to face the front edge of your mat. So right away, breathe in, drop the belly, lift the chin, cow pose. Exhale, round through the spine, let the head and neck hang heavy. You can untuck the toes here. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. This time we're going to add a bit of movement. On the inhale, we're coming into cow, but we're also going to drop the hips back towards your heels. On the exhale, we're rounding forward to cat. Drop the chin, but lean the weight forward so the shoulders pass the wrist. Inhale, cow pose, leading the hips back. Exhale, round and roll forward. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Good work. Go ahead and tuck the toes for me. Send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Spend some time here, especially if this is your first one of the day, playing around with shifting weight from your left foot to your right, twisting the hips left to right. Just notice how this feels in your body right now. We're going to come to stillness, taking the feet about hips width distance. Let the heels pop off the mat if they're not already there. Re-grip into the mat with your hands. Inhale, come high onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, deep bend into the knees, pressing the belly towards the thighs. Inhale, come high onto the tippy toes. Exhale, bend it back. Inhale, high onto the tippy toes, leaning the weight forward. Exhale, deep bend into the knees like you're going to pounce. Look in between the hands and then just walk to the top of your mat. You can keep the legs straight. That'll stretch into the back of the legs a little bit more. And let's take the feet about hips width distance. Pick up the toes, spread them, root them into the mat. Right away, activating the bandhas in the feet. Grab opposite elbows and let the head and neck hang heavy. Roll the hips towards the ceiling, and then maybe you sway side to side. I want you to feel the decompression in the spine here. So in order to do that, you have to let that head and neck hang. One more breath. On the exhale, release your grip. Soft bend into the knees. Keep the chin tucked as you roll up the spine. Whew. All right. When you get there, shoulders up to the ears, down the back, palms open towards the front edge of your mat. Mountain pose. So tuck the tail, lift the toes, root into the mat, and just feel the power in your mountain pose right here as it is. Soft bend into the knees, sweep the arms high, watch the fingers as they touch. Gently press the hips forward. On the exhale, forward fold. Bring the thumbs through heart center. Inhale takes a half lift, so flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back, followed by the right, high plank. Inhale, shifts the body forward. Exhale, I'm going to drop to my knees here. You can lower halfway, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to your upward facing dog or cobra. Stay here for just a minute. I'm going to scoop my hips forward, soft bend into the elbows so that the arms are not locked out. The inner elbows are still pointing forward. I'm going to gently do a little rock left to right. Back to the left. Take it to the right. This should feel pretty good on the low back. If it's crunchy, take your knees a little bit wider apart. One more inhale. Exhale. Come to stillness. Tuck the toes. Roll over the knees. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Open mouth, exhale. Come high onto the toes, look in between the hands, and walk to the top of your mat. Take a half lift, so hands will come either to the mat or to the shins, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, forward fold. Sweep the arms high, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold, back into it. Take a halfway lift. This time we'll plant the hands, step the right foot back, followed by the left. We're really just getting the blood flowing here. Inhale, shifts the body forward. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale to your upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good work. Breathe in. Open mouth, exhale. Maybe you stick your tongue out. Do that again. Inhale. Let it go. Come high onto the toes, look in between the hands, walk or hop to the top, get there your way. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Soft bend into the knees. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, bring your hands to heart's center. Good work. Breathe in. Let it go. We'll take both arms up, start to set the hips back into a chair pose. So I want to tuck the tail in just a tad. Take a look down and see if you can see all 10 toes. If not, deepen the hip creases, pull the knees back, and now let's wiggle the toes. Lift your gaze, breathe in, exhale, fold. Take a halfway lift. We're going to plant the hands and step it straight back to downward facing dog. Breathe in here. Let it go. Inhale that left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, plants the left foot in between the hands. Pivot on the back foot. Rise to warrior one. So turn the hips towards the front edge of your mat, trying to square them off. I know it feels a little awkward in that back foot. Warrior one has a slight back bend here, so pull the body forward and then let the shoulders melt down the back. Take your gaze up, bend into that front knee, breathe in. Exhale, warrior two. Good. So your left heel will be in line with the middle of the right foot. Right foot is parallel to the back edge of the mat. Left knee is opening towards that left pinky toe. Inhale to reach, reach, reach forward. Flip the front palm. Reverse your warrior. Left arm goes up and back. Right arm is completely weightless. Don't lose the bend in the front knee. Breathe in here. Exhale, warrior two. We're going to sweep both arms high this time. Pivot on the back foot so that you are in a crescent lunge. Inhale, take your arms into cactus. Exhale, arrowhead lunge. Sweep the arms forward. Belly is parallel to the thigh. Inhale to cactus. Exhale, arrowhead. Good, one more. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, arrowhead. Take the hands into prayer. And then slowly bring the thumb knuckles to the heart space as you step the right foot forward, standing at the top edge of your mat. Breathe in if you're out of breath like me. Exhale, let it go. Take a look down at your feet. We're going to shift our weight over to this left leg. Hands are still at heart center. Slide that right foot in to meet the left ankle. Dial the right knee out towards the right side of the room. We're heading into a tree pose. So you'll slide that right foot up to the inner calf, or if you're feeling really good with the balance today, slide it all the way up to the inner thigh, and you can use your hand to assist there if you would like. When you get into your tree, I want you to feel this energetic upward lift. So rather than crunching and rounding, we're really lifting up tall in this tree. And if you feel good here, we can grow your branches. So lift those arms high, relax the shoulders away from the ears. Soften into the back body. Crown of your head extends long. Breathe in. Breathe out. Amazing job. One more inhale, right like this. Gather your branches back into heart center. And then with control, we're going to step that right foot all the way back into our crescent lunge. Take it nice and slow. Feel all those muscles fire up. Good work. Crescent lunge. Breathe in. On the exhale, paint the wall in front of you. Plant the hands. Let's step that left foot back. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right leg high. On the exhale, look in between the thumbs. Plant the right foot. Pivot on the back foot. Warrior one. Turn the hips towards the front of the room. Drop the shoulders down the back. Think baby back bend. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Check in with your alignment. Every time you get there, we want to make sure that you're from the ground up. You are where you should be. Right knee is opening towards the right side of the room. Reach, reach, reach forward. Flip that front palm in reverse. Rebend into the right knee if you've lost it. Take your gaze up. Left hand is weightless wherever it is. Breathe in. Warrior two. Exhale. Sweep both arms high. Pivot on the back foot. Crescent lunge. Right away, inhale, cactus arm. Think back bend as you lift the chest, lift the chin. Exhale, arrowhead. Inhale. Exhale, arrowhead. One more. Inhale, cactus arm. And exhale, arrowhead. Gather the hands. Bring them into heart center as you step the left foot up to meet the right. Take a look down. Make sure you're happy with your standing. And then we're going to start shifting your weight to the right leg now. Keep the belly button pulled in and the tail tucking down so the hips will lift just a tad as you slide that left foot in to meet the right ankle. And then take your tree on your right side. So whether the foot comes to the inner right calf or the inner right thigh. And breathe. Feel your pulse in your fingertips. Feel your heart beating maybe a little faster, your breath, your fresh prana and life force all throughout the body as you create that upward lift from the ground up, lifting the chin, lifting the crown of the head. Maybe you grow your branches once again. You decide. Breathe in. Stay for your exhale. Inhale. Slowly gather your hands back into heart center. And then with control, so slow, we'll step this left foot all the way back. And we're going to add a little bit to it this time. Shoot the arms higher in a crescent lunge. And then find that warrior two. Turn the right toes now, so everything will be facing the long edge of your mat. And then turn the toes out and the heels in. Take your hands to your hips and slowly sink the hips down. So we're heading into a goddess squat. We're just going to add some movement left and right to warm up into the hips. Good. And then take the arms overhead. Exhale, cactus. Good. Left arm's going to come towards the inner right thigh. I've got a little bit of a belly here in my way, so mine's just going to come underneath my belly. Right arm's going to come up and over. Breathe in. On the exhale, switch it out. Right arm comes down, left arm up and over. Good. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale towards the left side this time. Exhale. One more time to the right this time. Exhale, back to center. Both arms sweep high as you straighten into the legs. And then exhale, goddess squat. Good. 2 more of those. Inhale, sweep it up. Look up, feel the lift up from the chest. Exhale, goddess squat. Last one. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, goddess squat. Good work. Come to standing, so you'll straighten both legs. Turn your right toes towards the short edge of your mat. Left toes will come parallel. Tee out the arms, warrior two, and then sweep both arms high, crescent lunge back where we were. Inhale, take a baby back bend. Exhale, paint the wall in front of you, plant the hands, and then right foot steps back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll it forward to high plank. On the exhale, lower chaturanga dandasana. Inhale to your upward facing dog, baby cobra of your choice. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, open mouth, exhale. Look in between the hands, come high onto the toes, bend into the knees, and then in your way, in your time, you'll find the top of your mat. Take a half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms high, step the hips back, chair pose. Breathe in, lift the gaze. Hands to heart center, come to standing. Amazing job. Breathe in. Breathe out, drop your hands down to your side, Samasthiti, point of stillness or mountain pose. Just feel your power here. Feel the prana, the fresh life, everything from the soles of the feet lifting all the way up. Draw the shoulders down the back. Good work. Inhale, sweep the arms high. And exhale, forward fold. Half lift. Plant the hands, step the feet back, downward facing dog. Soft bend into the knees. We're going to lower them at the same time for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both knees come down. Walk the hands up to the hips and then have your toes tucked. We're not going to take a full camel here unless you know that camel is in your practice and you feel good to get there. All we're going to do is take your hands to your low back, draw the elbows together to really open up through the chest. Toes are tucked here. Squeeze the glutes to press the hips forward. Just take a baby back bend. You can let the gaze fall back if that feels good. Inhale. Exhale. And then slowly sit the hips to the heels. I'm going to keep my toes tucked. That will stretch the back of your feet, so if that feels good for you, do so. Take your hands into your lap, palms face up, shoulders down the back. Crown of your head is still reaching up tall and long. Whew. Good practice today. I hope that you feel a little bit better. I hope that your mood and your energy is boosted. I know mine certainly is. If you would like to take a traditional Shavasana, you may do so now. If you would like to go on about your day, this is where I leave you. Take your hands into prayer right in front of the face, and we bow to each other. It was my honor to practice with you today. Go in peace, love, and light. Namaste.